Hello, welcome into my tea room. Are you here for dine-in, or are you wanting to pick up a couple of teas and take them home to enjoy them? Okay, well we actually have a tea tasting service, so if you're not sure exactly what flavors you are interested in, or you've never been to my shop before, you can look through my teas, pick out a couple that you want to sample, and then decide from there which flavors are best for you. And with the tea tasting service, we actually have some delicious cookies. We have a large variety. You can look through there, pick out a couple, and then enjoy those with your hot beverage. I do like to begin with the loose leaf tea. We don't have a large selection, and that's mainly because our customers do tend to prefer the prepackaged tea. I think it's just easier and a little bit more simple. You can just take one of these with you to work and enjoy it on your lunch break or on your just regular coffee break. We'll begin with this tea. It's a chamomile flower tea. It's a beautiful, visually tea, and it has the most wonderful field of flowers smell to it. We'll just take a little look at it up close. These are the buds from the chamomile flower. They are picked at their freshness right before they actually bloom out. This can be a very medicinal tea. It can be used for its calming effects. It's just a wonderful flower tea. What's beautiful about this tea is when you place it in the water, it blooms and puffs up a little bit just from absorbing the water and rehydrating the bud. I'm gonna just put this a little bit closer, and that way you can smell the flower notes in it. Yes, the little buds remind me of little balls of sunshine. Very floral, but it has a little bit of like a dried grass scent to it. I love this tea. It's very relaxing. I'll enjoy this in the evenings, after supper, and right before bed. Next, we have some citrus detox tea. This tea is actually a beautiful tea to look at too. It's got lots of different kinds of leaves. You have lemon in here, lemon balm. You even have little pieces of lavender, rose hip, Alright, I'm just going to bring this a little bit closer, and that way you can experience its flavors and aromas. The little pieces of lavender does have citrus in here. It's actually very light, and it works well with the other flowers and herbs in here. It's a very well blended tea. All of the flavors work so well together. And then I have one more variety to show you. And that is the Palm Beach Punch Tea. It has a lot of large pieces of citrus fruit. And again, this tea is very visually appealing. And it is the most wonderful smelling tea. You can enjoy this hot or cold. Either is refreshing. It has very large pieces of dried orange, dried lemon, lemon balm, lemongrass, lemon oil. It has some carrots in there, surprisingly, but carrots can have a very sweet taste. Let's go ahead and give this a smell. It is very delicious. This tea can be enjoyed throughout the summer and into early fall. It can be enjoyed any time of the year, but I think that with the notes and flavors in here, it works best in those seasons. But anytime maybe you're feeling nostalgic for warmer weather, it's a wonderful tea to revisit. Next, we're going to go on to the prepackaged tea. We have a lot of different varieties. First, we have the Earl Grey in this front quadrant. And Earl Grey is just a black tea, and it has oil of bergamot in it. The bergamot is actually a citrus fruit, and it kind of resembles a small orange. It's either yellow or green depending on its ripeness. Its unique scent is a combination of citrus, floral, and spicy. We'll just give it a little shake, and then you can smell this. I am going to hold it back a little bit because the bergamot actually has almost like a peppery scent to it, and it can be a little bit strong for some. So you can give that a scent. It has a really beautiful and developed smell to it. It is very peppery though. And that tea just has black tea and the oil of bergamot. This next tea is green tea. And just kind of a fun fact for you on teas. All teas are actually made from the same plant. So your black tea, your green tea, your white tea, and your oolong tea, all of those come from the same plant. The difference in the color and the flavors actually comes from the oxidation and the process in which they are made. This is just green tea. There's no other flavors in it. So, it does have a very like wet rain summer smell to it, like a rain that just came down on a field of grass. Lots of earth-like scents from grass and like leaves and dried flowers. Over here we have some tea that's called Jasmine Lemon Ginger. This is a nice mild tea, but it does have some citrus flavors in it. So this is ginger, lemon, lemongrass, rosehip, and roasted chicory. So we can give that one a sample. Yes, you can definitely smell the citrus in it. And a little bit of the lemon balm and the lemongrass. It does kind of have a ginger spice to it, so Jasmine Lemon Ginger, it was aptly named. Over here we have two different teas. This one is another chamomile tea. This is chamomile with lemon though. And the flavors in here are chamomile, lemon myrtle, and lemon oil. The mixture between the chamomile, so the flower, with that oil citrus is very well balanced. It's not overpowerful with the lemon, even though it does have lemon oil in it. So we can give that a smell. Yes, it's just a very well-balanced tea. The flavors really work well together. They came up with a very nice blend of the two flavors of the chamomile and the lemon. And then in this last spot over here, we have lavender chamomile. Again, with the chamomile, because it is a very relaxing tea to drink, and the lavender also has relaxing properties. They work well together. And this one, you do get a little bit more of the almost sweet floral of the lavender. But the flavors in this tea are chamomile, rose hips, lavender, and licorice root. So we'll just give that a smell. Yeah, let's give that one more. Isn't that just a wonderful, well-balanced smell? It flavors so good in the water too. All right, let's look at a couple more. This tea is Jasmine Blossom. It has, out of all of the floral teas I have, the most delicious, well-balanced, potent taste. Those jasmine flowers are the singing beauty of this tea. It's wonderful. If you're not into floral, this one probably isn't for you, but you can smell it from here. It is just the most delicately beautiful scent. It is absolutely wonderful with just a little pinch of sugar. Nothing more, no cream, just almost its very natural flavors. Just that little bit of extra sweetness from the sugar really makes the flavors in this come alive. You probably don't need to take too big of a smell of this, so it's just wonderful. Probably my favorite tea of all time, next to green tea. I could just place these around my house and just walk by and smell them all day. It would be just absolutely wonderful. Teas do have a particular brewing temp that you should cook them to or brew them to, and jasmine tea is no different. I am very particular about my brewing temp on the jasmine because if you do overbrew it, your tea can have a flat, almost bitter taste to it. Each person is different about how long they like to steep their tea, but generally it is recommended 3 to 5 minutes, and that's for all teas. Of course, a lot of the teas, I'll just leave the tea bag in there and enjoy it throughout the beverage. Jasmine Blossom, I would just brew it for about 5 minutes and then remove it. Any more than that and it becomes very potent. The brewing temp for this is recommended 170 degrees to 180 degrees. Of course, you can serve your tea however you prefer, but there are particular brewing methods that will help you get the best flavor from your tea. Again, we have a chamomile. Depending on where the chamomile comes from, the amount of rain it gets, the region in which it is made and produced, and the flower that is used to make the chamomile, all give different properties to the finished product, along with the processing methods and the oxidation levels. This is the lightest tasting chamomile tea I have ever had. It's called pure chamomile. It is very, very light. Almost, if you didn't tell me it was chamomile, I may not know it was chamomile. And because it's so light, this is one of the teas that I will place in my water and let it sit there throughout my enjoying of the beverage. We might need to shake this up a little bit more because it's very light. Alright, I think we released quite a bit of the flavors. I will shake this one while you're smelling it. Ready? It almost has like a green tea smell to it, a bit grassy, but mainly you can smell very light chamomile. So those are our teas. Do you know which ones you would like to try? Okay. Okay. I'll pull out those two and we'll get those brewed for you. Alright, we have those teas picked out for you. We have 1 teacup. And the second teacup. Just gonna pop those teas inside of your glass. I am gonna set these aside and pour the water over them. While those steep, I am going to get out some cookies and bring them over here, and you can decide which ones you want to sample with your beverage. Okay, so we have a lot of varieties. We have some lemon butter shortbread cookies. We have some plain shortbread cookies, and these do have little pieces of sugar on top. Beside it, we have 2 different kinds of wafers. We actually have some cookies and cream wafers, and then also on top, but over here, are peanut butter flavored wafers. Very light and crispy. On the bottom part and also over here, we have some maple cookies. They are sandwich cookies, and inside is a little bit of sweet cream. It's really good. We have some wonderful ginger snaps, which goes quite well with one of your tea selections. Then we have some long cookies. These are lemon flavored, also would go delicious with your tea. And then we have some cookie sticks. They are chocolate cream. They have a chocolate cocoa on the outside, and then on the inside is a delicious sweet cream. Kind of similar to the maple, but they don't have the maple flavor, but it's still nice and creamy and sweet. And then we have these beautifully decorated Nutella cookies. Nice cocoa sweet chocolate flavor. And then the almost like a butter cookie on top and on the bottom. These are Cabernet Sauvignon cookies, which would probably go better with wine, but they are crunchy, so they really do go quite well with dunking it in your tea. Alright, so those are our cookie selections. Do you know which ones you want to try? You can try more than one. We do allow up to 3 different tastings. Okay. Alright, those are excellent choices. I will get those on a plate for you. Just let me clear these cookies away. Alright, here are your cookie selections. And the tea looks like it is brewed. It's got nice coloring to it. And it has been almost 5 minutes, so it's the perfect brew. Give each one of those a taste. And don't forget to sample your cookies with those too. Enjoy yourself, take your time, and then let me know which one of those you prefer, both, all, or if you like any of those cookies, we can also bag those up and send them home with you. Well, how are they? You liked the Nutella? Okay, they're quite delicious and a bit addicting. And then the lemon butter cookie? Perfect. How about the chocolate wafer? Yeah, it is a bit on the drier side, less sweet, a bit more flaky than a regular cookie. Okay, so those first two, you want to take some of those to go? And then what about your beverages? Okay, I will get those to go. Did you want any of the other flavors that you didn't try? Or would you like to come back and give those a sample and then pick at that time? Very well, I'll get those bagged up for you.